Hello everyone. So, I'm not feeling my best, but I still decided that I would start a new vlog. You guys are sick and tired of the reading vlogs. This one is very much needed. This one I'm going to be cleaning up my TBR, if you will. So I'm going to do the boring rattling off the books I need to read, and then I'll tell you what I'm going to be reading. So first book is not even gonna say it. I've been reading this since September. I'm tired of saying the name. I did read a little bit today. I am on page 32. I was reading it and then I got bored, so I put it down. Then I'm reading Belle Morte by Bella Higgins, 16 pages in. iPad, my throat hurts so bad. On my iPad, I'm reading Foxhole Court, and then on audiobook, I'm reading The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, which, why is it racist? Like, I could have sworn I heard the N-word a few times. So, I kind of don't want to finish it. I have like 20 minutes left. I might listen to it tomorrow. I want to read the last book in that hockey series I was telling you guys about. Not Icebreaker, but My Lucky 13. I want to read. I think it's like Playing with 41. I could literally look it up. Sneaking around with 34. Who's 34? I want to read Faking It with 41. Offside with 55. Second Shot with 76. And then I also have to read The Silver Linings Playbook for my book club. Earlier, I did read some of this book, but I got bored, and I was like, I need a romance. I need something crazy. So I think I'm actually going to read some of Belle Morte, even though I probably should be reading this. I think they just got her married off to Edwin. I actually might read this. I want to get this off my TV now. As I was saying, ew, I look so ugly. Oh wait, no, I've been sick ever since the vlog started. Never mind. If you care, I might be going to the doctor's tomorrow to see what I have. I did take a COVID test, negative. Thank God. I think it's my last vlog. I told you about my finger. I have full mobility with it. Don't need to wear any wraps, any splints anymore. It's just like a little store. But other than that, I'm prepared. I'm good to play anything I want to do. I guess I can do updates while I'm here. Like I've said, I've been sick and shut in. Literally to the point of when I use a dirty tissue as a bookmark. That is disgusting. So I'm on page 82. Hopefully I can try to get to 100. This is kind of sad. Trigger warning. Literally her dad almost had sex with her. Like, y'all, I was so scared, but he didn't. I don't want to say I'm enjoying it, but like, it's interesting. Belle Morte, I'm still like 20 pages in, and then I'm gonna try and read my book club book. Yeah. Hello everybody. I'm still very much sick, but I'm here to talk to you about some reading. I am 54 pages into Belle Morte. It's definitely reading like a Wattpad book. I don't know why I thought I was gonna get some sophisticated literary masterpiece. I was like, this is gonna be a 5-star book. I mean, it very well still could be a 5-star book, but I don't know why I was expecting like amazing writing. The main character, I'm assuming her name is pronounced Rainy. She's so annoying. She's like,
I don't like that vampires are famous without doing anything, while my single mother provided for me.
girl, what? Edmund, which is like the main love interest, he was like, well, we didn't ask for it. People chose to idolize us, right? And she's like, well, you didn't encourage it. Why are you acting like that? Just because your sister is probably in the West Wing, dead somewhere? Like, girl. I think that her sister probably got turned into a vampire and she's transitioning. I don't know. So there was this guy, I don't know how to pronounce his name. He bit Rainy, but like fed on her before and she didn't like it. So then she went to this room and then Edmund followed her in there. She told Edmund that she didn't want to get fed on again. And so the guy that bit her the other day came into the room and he was like,
Rainy, are you ready?
and then Edmund was like,
Sucks for you, but I already claimed her.
okay, he didn't say that verbatim, but he was like, I already asked her to like feed on me or whatever. So he was like, maybe tomorrow. And then Rainy was like,
why would she do that? Realization dawned on me. Edmund did that because he knew I didn't want the other guy to feed on me. But wait, Edmund Edwin's still gonna feed on me.
It's just like, yeah, babe, we could connect the dots. Like, you don't have to re-explain it. The scene just happened. That's why I'm saying this is like bad writing. Sorry. And also, not getting any feelings for Edmund at all. Like, I'm not like, oh, he's so mysterious and alluring. Then Hannah Who Fell from the Sky. I am practically 100 pages in, which who would have thought? Big plot twist, kind of. Hannah's mom has been telling Hannah this fairy tale since she was a baby that she essentially fell from the sky. And then Hannah, for some reason, was like, wait, is this true? It was also said that she doesn't look like anyone in her family in Clearhaven. So that just makes me think, where did she come from? And then when she went to Edwin's house, Edwin is this old man that she's gonna marry. Edwin was like, when your father brought you home. And Hannah was like, when he brought me home, I was born in the house by a midwife. What do you mean? And Edwin was like, I get a feeling that Hannah doesn't belong there, if you know what I mean. But yeah, those are all my reading updates. Oh yeah, and then I started Silver Linings Playbook. Yeah, I think I'm on like chapter 3 of Silver Linings Playbook. I just have a question though. Why are there like 46 chapters? I'm just gonna try and get as far as I can. Yeah, that's it so far. I'm gonna continue reading, and I'll see you another time. I got my audiobook with me, so it's the 9th, and I have a credit, and I'm gonna use it. So we're gonna like see like.
My life has done a 180 in the last 4 months since my daughter was born. I run a hand through my hair.
Oh my god, I'm getting it. Ooh. He's a single dad. Okay, so I think I'm gonna get this because do you hear the voice? You heard the voice. Unlike the first one, which I'm not gonna play that again. We don't need to hear it. Sinner, I think I would have to read Priest first, and I think his voice is pretty deep.
It's no secret that reconciliation is the least popular sacrament.
I don't like his voice. Girl, I'm about to get faking it with 41. No, I'm serious. My next credit arrives in December. Like, what the fuck? Like, Audible is so weird. I guess while we're here, I'll also give you an update. I am 172 pages in, more than halfway done. Who would have ever thought? Because it wasn't going to be. What? Because I would. Anyway, also I'm feeling better. I'm cured. I don't know what it was. This book is really, really good. I can see myself giving it 5 stars. I say that with a lot of books and then they suck. But this is really good. We have a love interest, Daniel. He's great. I love Daniel. Very excited to see how this book continues. Ladies and gents, this is the moment you waited for. All right, guys. Just got home from school. I have a package. I don't think this is the book. If this isn't my book, I'm calling the police. The police are being called. I stand corrected. My packages came. So I actually thought one was gonna come, but both of them came. I'm so excited. I've been having this plan. Oh my god. I've been wanting this book for the longest time. I read it. If you can hear barking, I'm sorry. I read this back in January and it was my favorite book, and it still is one of my favorite romances book of all time. And I read it on my Kindle, but I really wanted it in paperback so I could annotate it. And I'm so excited to like flip through it and annotate it and possibly reread it, even though I don't reread. Also, I know the UK cover came out like I think back in October, and it's like a cartoon cover. It's not a real person, but guys, I wanted this one. I wanted the US version because it's like Jack, and like this is who I imagine when I was reading, this is who I imagine as Jack. And then it's like him looking through the glass. This is just perfect. I love this book so much. I'm about to literally probably read it right now. Next book I got was The Sweet Oblivion by Daniel Laurie. I got this secondhand because I just wasn't gonna pay full price for this. I think I got this for like $8 on Abe's Books. This is a 5-star for me. These both are 5 stars. I read both of these in the beginning of the year. I read this in January. This was my first book of 2022. And then pretty sure this was my second one. And both of them were 5 stars. Loved both of them. These are my favorite
romance books, and I read them both on my Kindle app. So for a while I was like, I need to get them in print because these are my favorite books so I can annotate them, and I finally just got them, and I'm so excited. But my plan is to get all of my favorite books in print that I read on my Kindle app. So you'll see those books again in a haul that I'll be doing later, probably towards the end of the year. But yeah, as for reading updates, I don't have any. I am going to try to read it tonight though. Probably be back tomorrow with some. But okay guys, just got out of school. I'm gonna tell you the books that I got really quick. They were free. I got Friends and Strangers by J. Courtney Sullivan. Don't know what that is. Britt Marie Was Here by Frederick Backman. I've heard a lot of things about him. And then this, oh my god, I think this is gonna make me cry. It's Terry Fox, His Story by Leslie Scrivener. Wait, what? I thought this was his story. Whatever. And then I got Where the Grass is Green and the Girls Are Pretty by Lauren Weisberger. I think this is about like this mom who has like the perfect life, but then all these secrets start coming out. It says a book about motherhood and sisters, so that's different. I have to pee so incredibly bad. Y'all, Hannah is making me so unbelievably mad. She had three times to escape. When she went to the concert with Daniel in the city, she could have left. She's like, I don't want to leave Emily. I'm like, okay, yeah, you're right. Actually, no, 4 times. Because before that, Carl gave her the money and she was like, take this money and leave tonight. What did she do? She stayed. And what did she do when she went to the concert? She used the money to buy a dress. Girl, we need that money to escape. So then she has another chance to escape. She takes Emily with her this time. They're in the car. Emily's like, no, I don't want to leave. I'm staying. You're ungrateful. All this stuff, right? So it's obvious that Emily wants to live in Clear Haven. She believes everything that Clear Haven stands for, right? So then her dad comes out, quote unquote dad. That is not her father. He's like, your sisters will never leave me. Your mother will never leave me because I am their protector. But he's like, you can leave. You can literally go. She doesn't leave. Girl, you had the keys in the ignition. Why aren't you leaving? The 4th time. It is her literal wedding night. Daniel shows up. He's like, just come with me. She's like, I can't be with you unless you believe me. She's talking about the fact that she fell from the sky, and on their way back from the concert, from going to the city, the leader of the town's sons like stopped them because they're the police, and one of the brothers tried to rape Hannah, but she was screaming so loud. I don't know, something within her just triggered the sky to open up and like have a lightning strike almost hit the brother, and they were scared, you know. She's telling Daniel, that's me, like I did that. I fell from the sky. I can make lightning come out from the sky. I don't know, but do you believe me? He's like, I want to be with you, but you're talking about a miracle and miracles don't exist. And she's like, I can't go with you if you don't believe me. So he's like, just come with me. Babe, there's people about to come in where she's at. Find her, see her with Daniel. Oh my god. And she's like, goodbye, Daniel. And he's like, goodbye, Hannah. And then he leaves. Guys, what are we doing? Guys, we have 14 pages left. What are we doing right now? It's so dark. I have no words. If he didn't believe me, okay, let's just go out together, babe, and then I could split up with you. One of her sister mothers told her about her mom that got killed because she fell in love with another man that wasn't her husband and ran away, and then the town found her, brought her back, and basically killed her. So, looks like, I don't know. We're gonna see what happens. I'll be back. Oh my god. Whoever thought this day would have come? I have finished Hannah Who Fell from the Sky by Christopher Miedes. I don't know, but this book was so good. Oh my god, this book is so good. I know I was mad in the last clip, I'm pretty sure, but you know, Hannah did what she needed to do, and now they're living happily. They're traveling the country. She took some of her sisters and I guess left the rest with her brother. Interesting. Maybe he can do a little novella, because where are these other kids? But I'm happy that they're all happy and Daniel and Hannah are still together. I just love how gentle Daniel was with Hannah, and just how like respectful they were towards each other, and they had the same dream, and they just like would like plan their escape and what life could be out of Clear Haven. There were some very dark themes in this book, but their love definitely lightened the mood. I don't know, gave gave you something to root for. Like, you were rooting for their love, and you were also rooting for the happiness of Hannah. I was rooting for Kara. I want Kara to be out of there so bad. I feel so bad for her. Jesus Christ. But no, you can definitely tell that these two just really loved each other. He reminds me of Nathan from the Downstairs Girl, so I have no choice but to love him. I would give this book like a 4.75. It was really good. I really enjoyed it once I actually got into the story, and I read his author's note. Girl, almost made me cry. Like, and I don't know why, for some reason I would think this was taking place in the past. Like, maybe because the setting and the rules of Clearhaven are so, it's like taking a step back society wise, so that's why it felt kind of old to me. It just felt like this book was taking place in like the 1800s or something, or when women didn't have rights. That's what it felt like. When the two of them would go into the city and it would be so modern, I would be like, oh yeah, this isn't really from back then, this is now. They're just literally separated from the world, which actually happened. There's probably somewhere in the world that's exactly like Clearhaven. I have a book similar to like that. What? I have a book similar to that type of situation. It's called Uncultured. Hold on, I'll get it. It's called Uncultured by Daniela Messianek Young. I cannot wait to read this. It's about a girl who was in a cult, but she escaped. Anna? But this book reminded me of this girl's story, even though I haven't read it yet. I thought this was going to be more literary fiction. Did not know there was going to be a inch of romance, but the romance really added to the story. It was definitely a side plot, or it's like literary fiction with romance as a side plot. Also, there's some like magical realism, and it's just so good, guys. I really like how it was paced as well. His writing is very atmospheric, but it's also very digestible. He just did it perfectly. It was like a nice balance of fluttery lyrical wording and also good writing to like tell the story as needed be. That was one of the main books I was trying to get off my TBR because I've been reading it since September. Books I still have on my TBR are Belmorte, which I'm like 60 pages into this, and then also Foxhole Court, which I think I'm like 10% in. But then I also have a book club book on Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous, so I have to start reading that. I'm thinking about putting this book to rest and continuing it another time. Either the love has to pick up between Edmund and Rainey, or this just is not interesting. I don't know if this is the end of the vlog. If it is, thank you for watching. If it's not, I'll see you in the next clip. Alright guys, so I am 138 pages in. It's going good. Remember when I said I didn't like it? Yeah. Okay, I think it's been a while since I updated you. I finished Faking It with 41 today. I rated it a 4-star. It was really, really good. It had the tropes that I love, like single parent, arranged marriage, or marriage of convenience. It was good. This is a part of the Hockey Hottie series, the Countdown to a Kiss, and also, I don't know if I talked about Countdown to a Kiss on my channel. Anyway, and also My Lucky 13. It's all the same, like, universe. So yeah, in this video I finished Hannah Who Fell from the Sky and also Faking It with 41. You might be like, where's Belmorte? I am 214 pages into this book. I have a little more than 100 pages left. If I read like 35 pages tonight, I'm not gonna finish this book in November, probably early December. November has been a really sucky month. I got sick twice. I'm currently still getting over being sick, still being sick. I don't really know. Rennie, whatever her fucking name is, she makes me incredibly mad because she was just with Yisan. I do not speak French. She was with the lady of the house, right? And she went to go see June. I haven't been updating you with like what's going on in the book because the book is garbage. But basically, she came to Belmorte to come see her sister, or come find her sister because her sister stopped writing to her. Turns out a vampire bit her
and like try to turn her, but she went rabid. Rabid is basically like they're just like not human and they're just monsters, like monster vampires. Rainey has been trying to bring her back by telling her all these memories they used to have. They watched Friends, so she like put on Friends for her, but she's still not turning, right? The lady at the house is like,
girl, I'm giving you 1 more week, but if there's no improvement, then we have to kill her because she's a threat to the house.
she's not even supposed to be alive right now. Like, June is supposed to be dead because there's no rabbits allowed in the house. So she's literally breaking house rules that she set in place for June. And then Rainey's gonna be like, I understand why she has to kill her for, you know, the safety of the house, but I still hate her. That's understandable. But tell me why she goes outside with Edmund and Edmund's like, I understand what happened. Rainey's like, oh, so you agree with her? And he's like, yeah, I mean, like, there's been no improvement and she's literally gonna be suffering if we, like, don't kill her. And then she's like, F you, I hate you. Why are you mad at him? You just said that you understood why Yi-san had to kill her in a week if, like, there's no improvement. But with Edmund, you're saying F you and you hate him and you never thought that he would do this to you and turn his back on you when you just said you understood why she has to die. This book is garbage. 1 star. It's not even like the writing or whatever, like I was saying before. It's literally, you're stupid and you're a hypocrite and you literally just had a thought and told us that you understood. You understand why something is going to happen, but then you go to another character and you're mad at them and you're creating this 3rd act conflict that doesn't need to be there because you understand. She's like, maybe we can break her out. Break her out so she can kill the world? Like, girl, what? So she can go and just kill innocent humans? You need to be put down, Rainey. The main character needs to be put down, not June. I'll be back. Hopefully I get... This book is so bad. Okay, this is gonna be my last commentary before, you know, we end the book. So basically, Edmund got whipped because he punched another vampire for, like, biting Rainey when she didn't want to be bitten and, like, just, like, groping her when she obviously, like, didn't want to be touched by this person. So he punched her. What? So he punched him and then he had to get a punishment. And then she was mad at the lady of the house, Yasan, because, you know, she was the one who ordered the punishment. But Yasan was like, girl, I can't play favorites. Even though I've known Edmund for years, like thousands of years or whatever, I can't play favorites. I still have to uphold the rules. Like, I don't expect you to understand. She says, because now she's with Edmund, she like snuck into the room, whatever. Who could blame me for struggling to see the bigger picture when Edmund was bleeding and hurting next to me? So you're struggling to see the bigger picture now. But beforehand, you saw the bigger picture with the reason why Yasan might have to kill June, but then got mad at Edmund. So, like, why are you picking and choosing? Her character is so incredibly bad. Like, why are you so hypocritical? You're making me extremely upset, mad, and frustrated, and I don't want to read this anymore. But you know what? I have like 30 pages left, so it's like I might as well. But this is terrible. Like, this characterization is so bad. Thank God. This book was terrible, long, torturous, you know? First of all, okay, like, regardless of, like, ow, my foot fell asleep. I can't walk. Ow. Ooh. Babe, I thought I just turned into a vampire for a second. This was wildly predictable. Literally, page 144, I already knew who had, I already know who turned June and who wanted to kill Rainey. Like, it was pretty predictable that it was Etienne. Then I think on like 316, he literally said it. Etienne's eyes were full of sympathy, but it was tempered with something hard and icy because he said, I'm the one who turned her. Girl, we already knew. He says because of some revolution that's coming. I think the revolution that was probably who was attacking the house at the end. Edmund turned Rainey into a vampire because she was dying because Etienne and June killed Rainy. We all knew that she was gonna turn into a vampire so they can be together forever. But yeah, now they have all these consequences because the lady of the house, she wasn't supposed to keep June. She was supposed to kill her. You're not supposed to turn anyone to a vampire, so they have to deal with that. There was an attack on the house, and also June is like out there, and then there's like a revolution happening. So will I pick up the next book? If it's really long,
No.
bro, there was literally editors. Like, they're like, yes, it's still a Wattpad book, but like, hey, like, this is published. Like, it like went through editors. People had to approve this, and it's still mediocre. Like, girl, what? It was all right. I'm debating between like a 2.5, 3-star, because it was like, ow, it just attacked me. Anyway, like, you could see, like, I did enjoy some parts, but it was really hard to get through at some points. So that's why the score? What? That's why the rating is going to be a little bit low. But I will say, the characterization of Rainy, she was so annoying and also very hypocritical. You guys heard, she would understand something that was happening, but then get mad at a character for also understanding what was happening. Girl, like, this, like, you're irritating me. You're making me mad. You just said you understood, and now you're getting mad at Edmund She just wanted drama for absolutely no reason. The writing, it was really bad in the beginning, and then it also kind of got bad throughout the book. I don't know, like, it was like fine throughout the book, and then, I don't know, just in the beginning, it was really bad. I don't know how to explain it, but it would just re-explain like simple ideas that were already said. I think I already said that in the beginning, so I'm not gonna repeat that. So we have officially cleaned up my TBR. Not really. Got through Hannah Who Fell from the Sky, Belmorte, and then I still have Foxhole Court, and then hello everyone. So I just got finished reading Foxhole Court. As for my review, on a 3.5, 3.75, 4? I don't know. The chapters were grueling at some points because they're like 20 pages. And I love short chapters. The Inheritance Game series, the Fine Print, Terms and Conditions, those have short chapters. So I was struggling a little bit. It is offensive. I know the book is kind of problematic because of the wording, and I think there's some other things. So I just took a shower, and it kind of brought me back to life a little bit. And I was sitting here reading the reviews of Foxhole Court, and why am I seeing people being like, this wouldn't happen in a NCAA sport? Guys, if you scroll down on Goodreads, you can see the genre of book. It says fiction. I'm confused on why we're like, this wouldn't happen in real life. Girl, would a fairy be fucking another fairy? Girl, no. But it's fantasy. It's fiction. It just blows my mind on like people's limit. Let's use Six of Crows. Of course, a 16-year-old boy could be like the best crime mob boss in Ketterdam. That makes so much sense. 40-year-old men fear this man. Right? That could happen. But a 19-year-old doing drugs and still in the NCAA, playing a sport, getting into fights in the middle of a game, that can't happen. Guys, let's be real for a second. I'm thinking people are going to be like mad about the language. Some of the words that were used. People are saying this can't happen. This is fiction. Guys, like, my head is hurting. At the beginning, so many names. Didn't know who was who, what was what. Who's cousins, who knows each other what. But like, once you get into the book, like, you realize and you will understand like who everyone is. Everyone had a certain personality trait. Everyone, like, you know, they just had an aura. Like, you knew like Nikki was gonna be, he'll say something like insensitive and then be like, ugh. Andrew's gonna come in with the snarky, sarcastic comments, borderline threats. Matt was gonna break up fights and be the mediator. Everyone just had a place, you know what I mean? I just came on here to like rant about people saying that this wouldn't happen in real life. This is fiction. They're like, the NCAA would not accept this. This is a book. So the book has a ton of trigger warnings throughout the book. I was just like, that's problematic. I'm not saying go out and read this book. All the characters are morally gray. Some are literally black. Like, girl, like, you are just pure evil. I did not like at all. When they took Neil to Colombia the first time and drugged him, that made me so mad. When Nikki was kissing him, girl, like, Neil said no. how many times when he was sober, and then you take the opportunity to kiss him and do what you want with him, literally like lays in bed with him and cuddles him when he is under the influence, literally drugged. Like, you all have like parts in him being drugged, and then they're gonna be like, we're sorry, like Andrew didn't trust you, so you know, we just had to make sure. No, I wouldn't hear any of it. Are you kidding me? Neil's better than me. I would have been so far gone. I can't leave because I'm obsessed with Kevin. What? Bro, I don't know when this was said, but I did not get the vibes that Neil was obsessed with Kevin. He kept saying that. I was like, when, where, and where does it say you're obsessed with Kevin? Because I wasn't getting that at all. It was definitely confusing because did Kevin not reach out to Neil for him to come play with the foxes? So I'm just so confused. Matt was the best character. I feel the tension between Neil and Andrew. Like, he keeps grabbing his neck, grabbing his collar, like, girl, like, we know you want to fuck. He's gonna be like,
I don't care for anyone or anything.
You're lying. Because you keep saying,
what do I have to do for you to stay?
Girl, you know you want that zik. And that's why when Nikki was all up on him, Andrew was like, no. And that's why when Kevin's brother had him in a chokehold, Andrew was like,
don't touch my things.
You know what this means? This means that we have officially cleared my TBR. There were around 3 books that were on my TBR for a while. Hannah Who Fell from the Sky, Belle Morte, and Foxhole Corp. Now those are finished. Those are done. We did what we were supposed to do in this video. I'm at peace. So this is gonna be the official end of the vlog. I said in like, I think 2 clips. I was like, if this is the end of the vlog, I don't know if I'm gonna continue it. Literally continues it. No, but this is the actual ending of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for coming on this journey with me, finishing my TBR, because guys, I will never do that again. Like, there was a point where I had 5 books on my TBR. I have never been so stressed in my reading life, I guess. It was so stressful. See you guys in the next one.